Welcome to Wise Woo Wealthy, where business meets wisdom, intuition, and limitless potential. This is a space for entrepreneurs ready to elevate their impact, align with their purpose, and create wealth on their terms. Tune in for the inspiration, strategy, and soulful insights you need to build a brand and a life that's wildly fulfilling. I'm your host, Maria Von Loesch, the Birkin of Branding. Now let's get this party started. Hey there, legends. Welcome back to another episode of Wise Woo Wealthy. Today, we're diving into something so timely and important, Black Friday sales. So can you even do Black Friday sales if you're a coach, an expert, an online service provider, anybody basically who offers a service rather than a product? Does this even work? And should you even do that? Well, it got me thinking because Black Friday is just around the corner. And I was just thinking about that for myself as a coach and a mentor. And I have, services that I offer. Should I do a Black Friday sale? And then I'm seeing all these other experts online starting to pre-promote their Black Friday sale. And I thought, this would actually make a really good podcast episode. So, all right, we know Black Friday is around the corner. And I think a lot of us are thinking, or asking the question, should I run a Black Friday sale for my coaching or service-based business? And I'm here to help you decide whether you should, how you can make it work, and if you should even go for it. Before I get into all of the details in this podcast, so you are going to be able to get some takeaways. So make sure to take notes. So here is what I'm going to cover today. All right. I'm going to share whether or not it is a good idea to run a Black Friday sale, what top experts are doing, what I'm seeing, and how you can strategically package and promote your offers for maximum impact. I can't even talk today. Maximum impact. All right. First off, let's talk about if it's a good idea to even run a Black Friday sale. Some people love it, others are over it, and then some are like, I kind of like the idea, but I'm not even sure how to do one. Personally, I think it's a great move if you have the systems in place to handle it. And what I mean by that, I mean like automation setup, email funnel setup, a place where people go to pay and then it, triggers automation for you, because that way you aren't, scrambling around, sending links out, answering DMs, sending people to, one place and then tracking down payments in another place. You want to make sure that you have the back end of your business, your systems in place to handle the sale. Say you already have your systems in place. You're like, Maria, girl, I got this. I got my systems down. I don't need to worry about that. Then let's talk about the pros of running a Black Friday sale. So here's what I see. A Black Friday sale can bring in some quick cash injections into your business. And it can also introduce new clients into your world. So I think that that is definitely a positive. Let's talk about the cons. If you're not prepared, like I mentioned, you don't have the system set up and you can't manage the sales, or you don't even have time to market it, it could end up being, more stress than it's worth. So that is really the cons. My advice, if you have time and energy to do it right, then I say, why not? Go for it. Otherwise, maybe it's something to skip this year and come back to when you're better equipped. Now you're probably thinking, Maria, are you running a Black Friday sale? I've been tossing and turning about this because I think it could be fun. And I do have the system set in place. I do have time to market it properly, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence myself. But that's why I wanted to do this podcast, because I thought maybe if I share this information with you, maybe I could get some clarity for myself. Okay. Here's the cool thing that I've been noticing though online. Let's go into what I've been seeing other experts doing with their Black Friday sale. So I've noticed a lot of them talking about their Black Friday already. So today I'm recording this, it's November 18th. We've got 10 more days for Black Friday to actually happen. But a lot of experts and coaches and online service providers they've already been talking a little bit in the past few days, like, hey, by the way, I'm going to do Black Friday. And I think what I've been seeing is really smart and cool. And I don't think I saw this last year or the year before. But the biggest thing I've been seeing is how, they've been talking about their pre-promotion of their Black Friday sale, but not only are they starting to talk about it, they're teasing, that they're going to be doing it, but they're encouraging people to join their Black Friday either wait list or drop list. And I like the sound of a Black Friday drop list. I think that is so exciting and enticing and even intriguing. I'm like, I wonder what the drop list is going to consist of. So that I think is a really smart strategy because it builds anticipation. So when you are pre-promoting your Black Friday, you're priming your audience to buy before they're, even before you even drop the sale, basically, before you launch your Black Friday offers. And like I said, people are already excited because they're like, oh, I put my email in the drop list, I'm waiting. And then you make the announcement and, it's like, woohoo, doors are open, let's go shopping. And it's a stampede. Well, we hope it's a stampede anyway. Okay. So if you plan on doing this, you're probably thinking, okay, that's a good idea. So what now? My tip is if you're planning on doing a Black Friday sale, start talking about it now. Like I said, this episode is about 10, maybe depending on when you're listening to it, 9 days. It could be even 7 days. It could be 4 days. Who knows? It could be after Black Friday. I don't know. But if it's before Black Friday, my tip is to start talking about it now and getting your audience, excited and so that they know that you are going to be dropping some really cool Black Friday offers through either your emails or Instagram stories with the link. Make the process simple for them to opt in. Let's chat branding. You want your sale to feel exciting and you want it to be aligned with your brand. And you don't just want it all thrown together and, just pieces like, hey, here's Black Friday sale. And you just mention something and you throw a link out and that's it. No, no, no. We want this to just feel like fun and its own thing, right? But of course, being aligned with your brand. Now, when you're thinking about the branding, you, like I said, you want to create its own like ecosystem, its own branding visuals, your visual identity for your Black Friday. Of course, you want it to be aligned with your personal brand. So think about like, okay, what kind of graphics could I use? Something fun, something different, whatever matches your vibe, your aesthetic, whether it's luxury or minimalist or bold or eclectic, whatever reflects your personal brand style. You want to use that, but obviously you want to create its own like separate visual identity because it's just it's not, I shouldn't say just, it's your Black Friday sale. So you want it to be a little separated from, the way that you've been promoting other things in your brand and your business. And make sure your messaging is on point. Is the sale about transformation? Is it about some quick wins? Giving your clients something they really need for 2024 to like kickstart 2025? I would highlight the value and why they shouldn't miss out on this. So think about those things as far as messaging goes. Okay, so that's branding. Remember, branding and marketing are different things. And sometimes people lump them in together, but it's not. I cannot stress this enough. Branding is the experience that people get from your business, from you. And marketing is the selling of it. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. So let's talk about the marketing. Marketing your fabulous Black Friday sale. You can promote this organically, which I totally suggest doing that. Definitely using your socials, whatever socials you're on, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, podcasts, use them all. Use them all. Why not? Just go for it. Have fun with it. If you have an email list, definitely, utilize your email list. You want to make sure that people know you're running a Black Friday sale. All right. Now, if you want to take it a step further, you can run ads to your warm audience. And I always think that this is smart and it's not costly. You can maybe, spend about $5, $10 a day running an ad through your Meta Business Suite. So if you have Facebook, Instagram, business or creator account set up, utilize that, take advantage of it. And it has a setting to target your warm audience, which is basically people who've come to your Facebook and Instagram account for like so many days. It could be 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I would definitely, take advantage of that and spend a little bit of money. So if you plan on running ads, definitely focus on the outcome of what this person is going to get from what you're offering, one of your services or programs. What is the outcome, the highest outcome that that person is going to get if they invest in one of your Black Friday promos? So think about that and also talk about why now is the perfect time to grab it because obviously it's a good deal and you want to get a jump start to 2025. We've only got like what, a month and a few days or weeks. So let's get on it. It's not about starting the first of the year. It's about starting now and creating that momentum. All right, let's talk about how to actually package your services or programs to make them irresistible, like chef's kiss during Black Friday. I've seen a few options that the way that people have been running them. I personally have not run a Black Friday sale. That's why I'm here talking about it because I might convince myself of doing it. But I've seen a few different ways of packaging the services and programs. One of them is a bundle. So, what you would do is bundle a few of your services and programs. And this strategy works well, with the current offers at a special price. So, whatever current offers and services that you have right now, putting them together, putting a special price on that for Black Friday. And, this can be a mix of some signature programs you have, one-on-one calls, maybe a bonus that you've offered in the past, like a bonus training, giving it extra value for a limited time. So that's one option of packaging for Black Friday. Another one that I think if you have the wherewithal for this, I don't know, this sounds a little much for me, but I think is super cool because I love this, is doing a daily offer drop. So you could have different offers drop each day. Maybe, Monday it's a course, maybe Tuesday it's a one-on-one session, Wednesday it's a group program, and each of these comes with a discount code and it expires that day at midnight. So it's like, a drop. Like I see apparel brands doing this where they'll have, a limited drop happen and they're like, "Hey, drops live." And then, they close down the shop at the end of the day and then you can't get it anymore. So this is the thought process of that. So packaging your Black Friday sale, either as a bundle or doing like a daily drop. I think those are really fun to do. This creates urgency. Obviously, the daily drops really creates urgency to keep your audience coming back each day to see what the next one is because they can't get the one from the day before because it's already done. So I think that's really fun. So both of these options add excitement, obviously, and the feeling of exclusivity, which is what you want when you're creating. Gosh, what is up with my hair? It's like I'm shedding like a dog. Sorry about that. Okay. Both of these options add excitement and a feeling of exclusivity, which is what you want to create during your Black Friday event. I know it's crunch time, so you're probably thinking, dang, is it too late for me to implement this right now? Well, if you're listening to this episode the day before Black Friday, yes, it might be a little too late. But if you happen to catch it at least 5 days before, I don't think it's too late. Like I said, if you have your systems in place, I don't know. You might want to try it. But here's the thing, you don't have to do it on Black Friday. You can actually take all of the ideas that I've given in this podcast that I've shared today in this episode with you for another holiday sale. So you can actually do something like an end of the year sale, or you can do a winter sale, or you can do, a New Year sale. Think about that because this would work for that as well. So, if you feel like you do have a little bit of leeway right now to implement a Black Friday sale, here is what I want you to consider. Start with the basics, get clear on what you're offering, how you'll promote it, and what systems you need to handle the sales. If you set this up well, it could lead to a nice cash injection and even bring in clients into your world who could even upgrade to your higher tier offers later on. So, if you got the time and the energy, a Black Friday sale can be a great way to generate extra income and introduce new clients to your services. Just remember, plan it out, build some excitement, create that excitement and momentum, and keep it aligned with your brand and your business goals. If you've enjoyed this episode or have any questions about running a sale, drop me a message on Instagram or check out the details in the show notes. I love to hear from you. Rate this episode if you like it. Subscribe to my podcast. I'd love to hear your thoughts and see what you're cooking up for your Black Friday sale or holiday sale or New Year's sale. Okay, until next time.